Navia, we are gonna go and hang out with her today. She is one of my favorite characters. I absolutely adore Taylor Swift, Genshin Impact's Taylor Swift. But I bet you an arm and a leg, she's gonna cry. She is a crier, and that is totally okay. So we're gonna go hang out with Navia today and see what she's up to. Braving the tides together, shimmering memories. One day you are stopped by a familiar voice while in the court of Fontaine, and I bet you that familiar voice is Navia. I wonder if she's gonna sing us a Taylor Swift song. I think that'd be awesome. So let's go hang out with Navia.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Hi, it's the Taylor Swift of Genshin Impact. How are you doing, Navia? It's been a while since we've seen you. God, I want to give her a hug. I just want to party with Navia.
That voice, it's Navia.
It is. I'm so excited. Hi. God, you're gorgeous. I love her so much.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
I don't know where we're headed. Just getting our daily dose of adventuring in.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
Oh, yeah. Please do not mention Melus and Silver.
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
Please don't mention Melus and Silver during this quest.
Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster.
It's a lot.
Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with. Wasn't Spina di Rosula affected too? Should you really be the ones offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
IOUs.
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Is there like an interest rate? Like, are they charging interest?
Whoa, spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
I have the same problem, Navia.
So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book
No!
and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
You can't just casually mention Melus in the quest. You can't. Best boys, Melus and Silver, salutes in chat from Melus and Silver. And then,
since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But
Shorthand?
after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
so that's what we're talking about? Shorthand?
Oh, want to take a look?
Sure.
Let Paimon see. Wait, there's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
So a boar in a box is reminding you to try the new burger that hit the market? How so?
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Yeah, maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time. Maybe just write out each item next time. Yeah.
Thank you for your advice.
You're welcome.
These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
I'd be the same way.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
You're the one that came up with this shorthand. You came up with this shorthand and you can't even remember what the symbols even mean. You need like a cheat sheet.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Okay.
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we
Yes.
talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself?
Yes, I would love to.
You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over.
Let's go.
It won't take long at all.
Let's go.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Yeah, I'd be interested in taking a look. It'd be a nice break.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Sounds good.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Sounds good. Sure, sounds good to me. I've still got something to do, so why don't you head there first? Oh no, we're going with her. I want to ride with her. I think this might be the first time I've seen this kind of like gold and white option type thing.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Okay, let's go. Going on a boat ride with Navia.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
Don't you dare, don't mess it up there, kiddo.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Are they?
Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Oh, nice. Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson?
Oh, good question.
Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson.
Okay.
You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, why not? How about a 5th or 6th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that big also wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point in having a 4th line.
But that would only
Give
be
him
the
all the
case if he
lines.
cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
I'm the same way.
From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
So she didn't get along with her dad very well, basically.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Let's go, Leslie.
All right, then let's head out.
All right, we're on the way. Gonna go on a boat ride with Navia. I would love to go on a boat ride with her. She'd be fun. Braving the tides together. I'm super excited. That's so pretty, man. Look at it.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Fontaine just looks like a place I'd want to live.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Oh, this is going automatically because we're on the boat, so good.
Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
Yeah, probably, and that's sad. You got pictures though?
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously.
I love her outfit. It is gorgeous. So much detail in it. It's amazing.
While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
I get that. Yin and yang.
My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
Are we gonna just learn more about her mom? Oh, that would be awesome.
Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription.
Now you're bringing
a way
up
to
Silver?
etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning.
Just
So,
casually
I will
mentioning
always
Silver.
associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot
So
stop
pretty.
for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation
Oh
to move
no.
forward.
Are you missing Malus and Silver? Do you miss them? I miss them. They were best boys. Oh,
But no
shit.
matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
That's right. No crying. There's no crying in Genshin. No crying in Genshin.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new poisson.
Let's go. I'm excited. Let's go see the new poisson. I'm excited. They look so sad.
Yeah. Do you think she's doing all right?
No, I think she's. I know she's not. I think she's just trying to keep herself so busy that she doesn't have to think about coping with things. She seems to be managing. She's always been having to cope with one thing or another. Very, very, very true. It's always something with her.
Okay. Paimon supposes you're right.
She's been through a
really
lot.
been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what she's doing. She's just staying so busy she doesn't want to think about it.
Boss, you're back!
Hi,
Traveler and
Florent.
Paimon. Welcome back to Poisson.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent.
How you been?
Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance.
Dude, I just love her outfit. It is so sick. So much little teeny tiny little details on it.
We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Malus.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson.
It looks good.
Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
I feel like every time they say Malus or Silver, they need to like do a salute.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Statue.
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
What for? Whose statue? For Malus and Silver?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
Oh, that's nice.
But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
I get that.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Shouldn't Navia be featured with them too? So you're saying you want to do, are we saying a statue of all three of them? Like a family statue?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
True, she did.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding.
She's so cute.
There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Well, if that's what you think, I think it'll be just a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent.
Take your
Now
time.
it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
All the time you need, Navia.
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
Who are we gonna go ask?
There's
Who are you gonna
no
get to
need for all
design
that.
this?
Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you, come over here with me.
Okay, sure. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love the way she walks. Those boots were made for walking. Me? What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course.
Ooh,
Here, just pretend to be Callis, and I'll be Clementine.
strike a pose. Burn, burn. Yes. Can we also be husband and wife? That would be awesome. Paimon, shut your mouth. Don't be jealous. Get out of here. Float away. Turn your head. Close your eyes.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callis and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Is Paimon gonna get jealous here?
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Yes, let's hug each other. How about that? Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before.
We're gonna do
but
some
I
poses.
could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
Okay.
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
What do you want to do? Charlie's Angels. Can we do a Charlie's Angels pose? Paimon, get in here.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
We're gonna do a Charlie's Angels pose. Okay, then let's try for something imposing. Let's try for looking out into the distance. Why don't we just strike a happy pose? Strike a pose.
A happy pose.
Do we get to try them all out?
Something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Yeah, like, you know. Oh, that's so good.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Or laughing at you, Paimon.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Sure. This is so good. I don't think we've ever seen Traveler laugh.
Hard to pull off.
Have
Forget
we?
it. Let's try something else.
Have we ever seen Traveler like belly laugh yet? Have we ever seen that? Okay, then let's try for something imposing. Let's try for looking out into the distance. Let's do that one.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a
let's
boat and looking out at the sea?
Yeah, do that.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Do that. Do that. Okay, that's cute. That's not bad. I don't know what we're pointing at, but sure.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Paimon and her impressions crack me up.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr.
it's so
Callis
good.
look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Okay. Swap. What is this pose, Traveler? Oh my god.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see
Oh,
the statue if we were
man.
to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
How big is this statue supposed to be?
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
I guess let's do something imposing. Like I said, Charlie's Angels.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Charlie's Angels pose. Just stand there. Yeah, we just look like absolute badasses.
This pose, it makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
I mean, that's probably what I would do if somebody's making a statue out of me.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
I mean, Paimon, you're my bestie and all, but man, sometimes I wish you would.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
I'm telling you, Charlie's Angels. And that's more like flirty and... This is great. She put on the glasses and pulled out the umbrella. I love it.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now,
Oh,
too.
what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
It sounds like Navia might have a thing for Traveler a little bit.
Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl?
Which girl?
The girl I went to see with you two.
Who?
Her name is Adele.
Maybe?
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
What? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember myself. She always believed that her father, Jacques, was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was
trying to
finally
remember.
willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms.
Oh, there's an age
She's
limit?
still a child, though. She thought I was just trying to let her down gently.
How old do you have to be to get into the Spina?
But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Oh, that's very sweet.
But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
We can go get it. We can fast travel.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Yeah, at least this way we got some cool pictures. We did. Do we get to keep them? Photo album.
Right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
We did get some souvenirs out of those pictures. I hope we get to keep them. Put them in a photo album. That'd be awesome.
Navia, Florent, guess who's back?
Hi, Coulter, is it? I love your hair. Look at that.
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Wait, did we get to meet this guy in the fortress or no? Did we? I can't remember. Maybe?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time.
got
Gotta say,
out.
turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
He's out on bond.
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
Welcome home, Coulter. Welcome home.
You wouldn't believe how much
You
I
stud
missed
muffin.
Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
Yeah.
And this guy is?
I feel like, did we meet him in the fortress? I'm not sure.
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
Found guilty of what?
But, looking at it now,
What did he
it
do?
was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Marcel.
Wait, Mr. Marcel?
Marcel.
What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have I heard that name before? A lot of names being thrown around today.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Story time with Coulter.
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top.
Yep. Take a seat.
Case. A lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Hi, nice to meet you, Coulter.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
No, we're not amazing, but we are.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Oh my god. We've been cool since before we even met her. Wow, Paimon, you don't have a big head or anything. We just followed Navia's lead. All credit to Paimon. No, I ain't giving Paimon no credit. Navia.
Humble again, as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
That was Paimon, not me.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Melusi
No.
Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
You can't, Coulter. Why? I feel like you're trying to bring back the trauma, Genshin. You're giving me PTSD. Okay? Why? Why? Why is it every opportunity when you gotta mention somebody's, death, RIP, salutes for Melusi and Silver? Like, seriously, it's like you're sticking a knife in an open wound is what you're doing.
About that.
Oh, don't make Navia cry.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their
cry.
lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
Oh my god, here we go again. Yeah, just keep twisting. Just keep on twisting that knife there, Genshin.
What did you say?
Yeah.
This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
We can take you out to the, the graveyard if you'd like to. Sad.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Dude, that Archon quest, I'm getting upset.
Luce and Melissa.
Getting upset.
Dead. They're just gone?
No, you can't be doing this with the music and all this again.
Luce. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
I hate this game.
Hey, keep it together.
Yeah, keep it together, everybody. Everybody keep it together.
Melusi and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
A lot, bro.
Okay.
Coulter, you sound so sad. Coulter sounds so sad. I'm sad. Navia explains everything that has happened recently to Coulter. He's gonna be upset, man. He just got out of jail, dude.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
Bro just got out of jail. Had I not personally experienced all of these events, I would also found them very difficult to
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusi's loss.
Don't forget
And
about Silver.
the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
Yeah, ass bag.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
True.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
He didn't have any issues down there in the fortress. He had 3 hots and a cot. He's working, coupons and all that other stuff, right? That's what I would do. I'd be like, screw you guys. This place sucks. I'm going back to jail.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name before.
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Yeah. Do we know who that is?
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships.
Okay.
Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
So basically, they were arguing about how this money should be spent.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
Yeah.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, though, right? Couldn't have been.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that.
But he was the leader, right? Like, people can disagree with our leaders, but you still have to do whatever they tell you to do because, like, they're the leaders of the group. Does that make sense? You kind of have to follow along, even though you have disagreements. You just have to make do with whatever. I mean, voice your disagreements, but ultimately, it's their decision.
He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis' side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? And so?
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again.
All right, so where'd this guy go?
Perhaps they've
What's he doing
regarded
now?
us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
So what are you saying? We need to eliminate them?
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us... With how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
So what are we gonna do?
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Okay. Where are they?
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk?
Okay.
I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
Stop bringing it up. Stop talking about it, Coulter. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
It sounds like he doesn't like that idea.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
Yes, we want to see Adele cheer up. We want to see the future star of the Spina.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Out for a nice little walk with Coulter.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break.
It's probably the most exercise I've had in forever, right there.
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
I'm old too.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court.
Okay.
Malus and I must have traveled this way
There you go.
hundreds of times.
Malus again.
When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then
Like
let's
his
stay
voice.
here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
You brought snacks! Well, Paimon, you know she's going to be eating. Where are you keeping your snacks at here, Navia? Where are you hiding it? Under your hat.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
She brought snacks.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
They're just going to keep digging the knife in further, ain't they?
Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
You want us to go get us some? We might even have some flour and sugar somewhere in Paimon's diaper.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
No big deal. I think we have some.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so he should have some stuff on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby.
Boxes?
For a makeshift table and chairs.
Man, we're just having a picnic out here.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
We're going to have a picnic with Navia. I like it. We might have wheat
How
and
did it
sweet
go?
flour.
Did you find the ingredients?
I think so. Yes, we do. We have a lot of it. There you go. There's some wheat and some sweet flours. You're welcome. Ain't got to go looking for
You've all done your part.
ingredients.
Just leave the rest to me.
No problem. Navia makes a batch of macarons with her usual gusto.
These macarons look and taste magnificent. Your cooking is as good
Magnificent?
as ever, Navia.
Magnificent.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
There's still some important things we must do. You really want to poach me from the Adventurers Guild, huh?
Was it that obvious?
I mean, I wouldn't mind
I just
joining.
thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
No, I agree, Coulter. We can stop our
You just happened
adventuring.
to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together.
True.
Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Very true, Navia. I love your way of thinking. Navia's right. That's certainly one way of putting it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
They do look yummy.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water in celebration of this moment.
Everybody raise your advanced GG or your glass of water or whatever it is you have in your hand. Raise it for a toast to Navia and Coulter, Malus and Silver. Okay, this one's for them, you know. Somebody hiding in the bushes? Thought I heard something just now. Was it just some small critter, like a squirrel?
Cheers!
Cheers, Paimon!
Doing? Quick, join in on the toast.
Cheers! Kanpai!
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time.
Yes, I like it.
All set? Let's
Yes.
move out then.
Where are we going?
I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Okay, let's go.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
Yeah, how are you?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense.
Was this
We
where she
all
gets
know
her
what a
outfits?
talented businesswoman you are. Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person.
She's
It's
busy.
just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Very true.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Okay, what does this uniform look like? New Navia skin?
Someone remind Paimon again why
Something-
Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me.
Ooh, maybe she's got some kind of ulterior motive.
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, so as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Who is this? Who is this sussy person?
But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended with similar circumstances.
Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me, someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
Okay.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
Yeah.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Who's that guy? So I wasn't just hearing things. No, somebody is like eavesdropping on us. Who are you?
Is something up, Traveler?
Yeah, did you not see the guy? Follow me. Someone's tailing us.
Huh?
Dun dun.
Tailing?
Yes.
Oh, Paimon's coming.
Yes, come with. Let's go. You too. Let's go. I need your skills there, Navia.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
It's a foot chase.
Stop right there.
He's running. We're gonna tackle him. Tackle him, Navia. Get him. Get him. Why are we running so slow? Tackle him. No, I don't want to touch you. I want to touch this guy. Hey, you. Just knock him to the ground.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Uh-huh. You were trying to be sneaky.
Seems like if we want them
Why?
to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Let's do it right here in the middle of the town.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out.
Fight in the middle of Fontaine. Let's get it on. I can't remember even what's going on. Oh, no problem. This will be easy. Where's Kazuha?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Watch out! Watch!
Get out of my game.
Now, talk.
Yes.
Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Or she will step on you.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
That's right. Recognize your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up above and down below as well. Yes.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
We're fine.
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
Oh, yeah?
We were discovered and
Vengeance?
can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Yes, go home. Get out of here with your tail tucked between your legs.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I highly suggest not pointing your finger. I will snap it off, okay? Don't get all angry at Navia, all right?
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
That's right. Look at those boots, man.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
That's what you get. You're lying.
Huh?
About what? You followed us all the way here. There's more to this. Oh, yeah. Were you the one that was in the bushes?
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
No. I say put him in front of Nouvelette. Let Nouvelette judge him, okay? I want to see what he's got to say about the whole thing.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
Yeah, get out of here.
But if you so
Punks.
much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
She's angry.
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, get out of here. Punks.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I don't think they're going to want to do that.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes, Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though.
Good idea.
If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Let's do it.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
So they literally sat there and said, "We hate you."
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can
Ooh,
head back to Poisson tomorrow.
sounds good.
I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Good idea.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks.
Hey, we're gonna go have a drink with
people singing
Navia.
sea shanties too. How does that sound?
I love it.
Huh,
Let's go.
that does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Let's go. All right, let's have some drinks with Navia here.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon.
Yeah, we've spent a lot of time down here.
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the
Ooh.
court. He was a very ambitious
Yeah, I was gonna
man
say,
who
very
rarely
ambitious.
looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it.
I have a funny feeling. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling that this guy here, Coulter, is gonna play a big part in this. Like, gonna maybe try to like backstab her or something, right? Because he just got out of jail. Okay, maybe he's like a spy. Maybe he got caught up with this other guy, right? And maybe he's like a spy, like a double agent or something like that. I feel like he's gonna play an important part.
You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Is it 69? Is that the room number?
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
No problem. Sit. You enjoy fantastic meals as well as wonderful performance. As things slowly slide down, you return to your room and find the way here and knock at the door.
Hello? Are you asleep yet?
Is she coming to visit us at our room? Paimon, get out of here so I can put a sock on the door handle. Navia?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
I agree with you, Navia. Yes, let's enjoy it.
Wanna go fishing?
Uh-huh.
I've got some rods and lures ready.
Paimon, you stay here. You stay here, Paimon. Okay, it's a date.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
No.
We'll come.
No, she didn't say we. She didn't say anything about you, Paimon. Okay, this is a Traveler Navia date. Why does Paimon got to be the third wheel? Paimon, you stay here and float and sleep.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
Oh, Paimon, get the hell out of here. You're good since the invitation is coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
Let's go. We're gonna go do some fishing. Oh, Paimon, get out of here.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's wrong with that? We can sit here and have more macarons while we let the fish do their thing.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
As long as I'm here with you, Navia, that's all that matters to me. I like Paimon's method, manual all the way. Automation is more efficient. Yeah, I'm disagreeing with Paimon.
Well, to me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
And past my bedtime, too.
It might just be something that runs in my family.
She's a night owl?
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mother?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me
Like a lot
to
of
become
dads
like
do.
him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too.
But wouldn't that be embarrassing? Like, everybody crowding around and watching your dad just sit there and scold you? I would be completely humiliated.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah, he sounds pretty rough.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Well, maybe they thought like your dad was mean to you.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me.
We're talking about Maloose again.
I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
She's gotta stop. She's gotta stop, man. Navia, there's no crying. We're not crying during the story quest, Navia, okay? You can't make me. Okay, I'm not gonna get upset. All right? I'm standing firm. Navia, it must be really hard for you. Dude, man.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least.
Yeah, but people will take advantage of that. Like, quickly. Do you know what I mean? You're like, I want to try and work things out with people. People will take advantage of you.
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line.
We caught a fish!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
Okay.
We can't let it get away.
What do we do?
Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
We need a net. Let's just jump in.
too?
You came along, Paimon. I told you could have stayed in the hotel room. But no. After some time, you finally managed to reel in the prize catch together. Okay. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch. While for some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Sorry, Navia. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers the real reason to the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite. She didn't have any bait.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
She didn't put a hook on her line. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Stop wasting time. The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
Is that Calbert? What is the hell is his name?
We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow.
That's what it
Do with
looks
that
like.
information as you wish.
It's him, right? I knew he was sus. It looked exactly like him. Coulter.
Well,
I
your
told you-
rod
I
was
told
missing
you.
a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Screw that guy. Screw that guy. He's right around the corner, Traveler. Can we go and murder him?
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
I knew it.
Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
I knew it. I knew it. Double agent, spy. We need to do something.
All right.
He's a felon,
Go to
after
bed.
all.
I had
We gotta
a
remember
great
that.
time today.
We gotta remember, he just got out of jail. He's a felon. I mean, I'm not judging nobody. Everybody deserves second chances. But as soon as you get out of jail, you're gonna turn your back and you're gonna stab us in the back? No, not today, Satan. Not today. See you tomorrow, Navia.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good night. You wanna come to my room? I mean, Paimon can stay out here.
So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
I guess.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars.
Sea stars.
So you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Did you get that joke from Sino? And she does not seem very happy with that joke. And just where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
See? This guy gets it.
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Let's go to Poisson.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
And that guy's back.
I hope so too.
We need to have a talk with him.
Adele, we're back.
Hi,
I
Adele.
brought you a gift from the court too.
What's up? How are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, thank you so much, boss.
Hi.
Don't call her boss,
She's cute.
okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
But she is the boss.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
Hi, guys. Hi. I would love to see Traveler and Paimon just do that one time. Just be like, just so like big old giant smiles on their face waving at people.
It's been a while.
Like they're in a parade or something. Hello again.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
No problem. It was nothing.
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
Yeah.
You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
Yeah, that was us. But you don't have to bring that up. It's okay.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too.
She is.
What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Ooh, what is that? Looks like a suit or something.
Oh, it's
What's a uniform?
Spina
Duh.
Girosula uniform.
I knew that.
Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
No, that's actually a really, really sweet gift.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard hard and grow up as fast as I can.
Now, I swear to God, Genshin, if you somehow kill this little girl before she's able to join the Spina, I am going to throw my PC out the window.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
I like that.
Boss!
What, Florent? What? Now what? Now what?
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
What's going on?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
And it's this guy's fault. It's all him. He's the one that's doing things.
What?
This dude.
Explosives? What do they want?
They're gonna blow us up.
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well. Because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them.
It's the guy next to us, the guy with the weird hair.
We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all.
It's
We should
him,
have gone
right?
straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
He's the one that was giving them information.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, could that mean... Wait... Are they gonna blow up the Aquabus line? Is that what they want to do?
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
That's what I just said. What?
Certainly sounds like it.
Bastards.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus.
What if it's
And
a
the Aquabus
distraction?
is the source of their contention.
What if it's a distraction? What if they're like, we're gonna put the explosives over there and we're gonna make them think that we're gonna blow it up, but then when they all leave to come out here to get us, we're gonna go in the back door of Poisson and take it all over. What if they do that would be like the plan I would come up with.
If they
it was me?
manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
We have to stop them.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're
Excuse me.
definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Why is it these people in Poisson have like it's like every other day there's something going on where they could possibly die? Primordial seawater. Now you got these idiots gonna blow things up and there's always something crazy happening over in Fontaine.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you?
Yeah, we'll go and check it out.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Let's do it. Got it.
Leave it to us, Navia.
No problem.
Stay safe too.
These bastards. I'm telling you, something fishy's up.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Yes, hurry up. See? He's gonna try to kill her. He's gonna try to kill Navia. He's gonna try and kill her right now. I swear to God, if Navia dodges out of the way and he ends up stabbing this little girl, I am going to have a fucking fit. I'm gonna have a fit. I knew it. Move, Navia.
Watch out, boss!
Oh no, is Florent gonna die now? Who is going to die? Somebody's dead. What happened? Everybody okay? Everybody fine?
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Yeah. Who got stabbed?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You bastard.
You mean This was all a trick?
See?
So that you'd be left alone with me?
See?
Coulter, are you with Romeo too?
That's why he was so hesitant when we came along on the walk and all that other stuff and running away and Navia joining us, and because he just wanted to be alone with Navia so he could try and assassinate her.
I get it now.
Okay, she's still alive.
You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
He's a felon. He just got out of the Fortress of Mirapede. What did you expect?
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Shove your umbrella up his ass.
You better stick close to me.
Like, seriously. I mean...
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move.
Traveler, we need to come back.
Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Wow. Wow.
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
I knew you were sus from the beginning, bro. I knew you were sus from the beginning.
You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
I am learning that anybody that's got this kind of mustache in Fontaine, you cannot trust. Like, legitimately. I mean, you can't trust anybody with a mustache like this in real life either. Like, not gonna lie. So now I'm gonna start, like, every person I see that's got this kind of mustache, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're sus, okay? You're gonna backstab me or something.
But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
But I will admit his voice acting is pretty top tier.
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Melusan Silver died because of you.
I hate you.
So many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
Ooh, we got to see Melusan Silver. We saw Melusan Silver's like ghost for like a split second. Poor Melusan Silver.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Melus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Melus as soon as I got out.
But then now you can't apologize because Melus is dead because now you blame Navia for Melus's death. This girl's been traumatized. I'm surprised she doesn't have to go to a therapist every day.
Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
Yeah, it's all our fault.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss. He's just spouting nonsense.
He is.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Man, he's tearing her down hardcore.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Man, this sucks.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
She's gonna feel guilt.
Is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
She's gonna need therapy.
Shut your mouth! I,
Hey!
for one, really like Miss Navia, and my mom loves her too.
Adele, shut your mouth. I love it. Oh, that was such a good little line from a little kid. Oh, that was great. That was perfect timing.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
Shut your mouth. You tell him, Adele.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
You're gonna have to.
Ooh.
Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
They're not gonna get buried. We're gonna take care of it.
You're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. 1v1? Oh, we're 1v1. Oh, it's a 1v1 because Traveler's gone. He went to check out everything that happened over there. Ooh. Where's this guy?
Watch out! Attack! That's the way.
You like that? You guys like that, huh? Did you like that one? I think this is the first time we've had like a 1v1 with a character in a story quest. Usually Traveler's still here with us.
Well, with rocks.
Dad, get out of here. Navia taking care of everything. Yeah, what do you guys think about that, bro?
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople.
Navia, crushing it.
If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians.
Yeah.
I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Oh, she's gonna come and join us. Let's go.
Boss. I'm on it.
Let's go. Come
Are you
on, we're
okay,
waiting.
Navia?
Oh, she's pissed. She's angry. She's big angry.
I don't know, but I have to go.
She's mad. A short while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's hurry up there.
Let's
We
go.
have to protect the Clementine line.
Let's go.
If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
This is bad. Let's go. Talk to Paimon. We did
This
it.
must be the explosives, right? And this
Yes.
is the control mechanism.
A lot of big booms. Big
How can
booms.
we disable it?
I don't know. Call the bomb squad.
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
Call the bomb squad. Ooh, there's a key. What's this? It's a keyhole.
There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
Could it be some kind of keyhole or maybe an emergency switch?
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key.
Maybe.
Okay, you take this
Search the
side,
bodies.
and I will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Okay, let's search the bodies.
Oh, you found it! That's
We did.
amazing.
Now what? Put it in the keyhole? Put it in here? Confirm? Stop it? That's a big old key.
That should do it, right?
How am I supposed to know?
Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
We should still check out the perimeter just in
Oh, you're
case.
right.
Maybe there's some people
They
hanging
could put
around.
explosives elsewhere too. Let's go.
Let's go. Just dead bodies laying everywhere. Oh no! Oh no! How did that happen? Is this like the bad ending to the story quest? Ooh, look at Traveler go! Ooh, I love the cutscene that's set out in Fontaine. That's so good. It's a landslide. What the hell?
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Hey!
Navia, you can't block them all.
Block I'm doing this the Spina way.
What's she gonna do? Look at her go, man. She's such a badass. That's so good. She's such an ass kicker. Oh, she's so cute too, man. That was good. That was amazing. That was great. Just watching her go crazy. Having been alerted members of that, blah, 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 whatever that said. That was a nice cutscene. That was great. And in Fontaine, like that, out in the wilderness, that was good.
Once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
That was amazing, man. She's an ass kicker, and I love it.
I have nothing more to say to them.
She is pissed.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
I agree, Navia.
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
She's angry.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
Yeah, have fun in front of Nouvellette. Mm-hmm. Good luck, guys.
We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
You look a little pale. Are you a little tired? I bet you're exhausted.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Well, where is Romeo at? Do we gotta go hunt him down?
Got it. That's good, at least.
Oh, hey there, buddy. How are things going? Yeah. Back to the fortress with you.
Coulter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have fun down with Riceley.
I can understand how you feel.
Punch him in the face,
The
Navia.
things that we lost.
He tried to murder you.
Ever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious.
Give him a roundhouse kick to the face. Don't sit there and try and talk any sense to him. Punch him. What are you doing? He tried to murder you.
I am not callous. And I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that.
Punch him. This is when you turn and just give him a big old punch in the nose.
There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula.
You think?
But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
No, he's not. I mean, you make the rules, Navia. Don't get me wrong, but no, you're not, bro. I would not be having him back. Are you serious? I'd be like, bro, you deserve to live in a cardboard box under a bridge somewhere. Like, come on, man.
Thank you. Navia.
Oh, please. You're welcome back to Poisson. I'll stick Adele on you. That's what we'll do. We'll let Adele torture him.
Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line.
Seriously, she's gonna need therapy.
I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again.
She's gone through too much.
Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Paimon.
Just give her some time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't know. They didn't get to see him try to stab her. It's okay. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand?
Sure.
I really don't have much strength left.
Yeah, we'll give you a piggyback ride. No problem.
Traveler, I want to ask you something.
That's cute.
Please, tell me the truth.
Sure.
Do you really see me as your partner?
Yes, Navia. For now and always. Forever. Yes, I will be your partner. They make a cute couple. I'm just saying, Traveler needs a significant other. He's been on this world for who knows how long, right? He doesn't have a girlfriend. Navia, it seems like you're single. You want somebody to talk to. Of course, yes, we'll be your partner.
Of course.
Hey, he spoke. Traveler talks.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Traveler talks. That was cute.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner.
Not this music.
I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
Not this music, man. Anytime this music plays, that means something deep's about to happen. A little weird, that's true, but that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Yes, it has.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No
Very
matter
true.
what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Yeah, we will. Navia, best girl.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Now what? What are you gonna confess? That you were working with the other side too? Are you a spy? But now you're like, well, I changed my mind?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
No, we can't trust you either. He's gonna try to murder us, isn't he?
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Okay. It better be.
Why
Looks like
is
it's a
everyone
party.
gathered here? And what's this?
What's going on?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before.
Oh, it's the statue.
So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Wait. So are we gonna look at, is this the statue or are we looking at the pictures?
Do I really look that bad?
Well, you've been through a lot here lately.
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Ooh. It's gonna be great. Oh, cute. Oh, they put Navia in the middle. That's so cute. That is so cute.
This is
That's awesome.
Papa, Mother, and me.
So that's the statue that they're gonna go with?
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
That's awesome.
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working.
Ooh.
We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Bob
She's gonna cry.
is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
She's gonna cry.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
Oh.
That's what we believe as well.
Yeah. I will always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much,
You're our
everyone.
bestie.
Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise.
Don't cry.
I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother.
That's really cute.
Not even in my wildest dreams.
That's awesome, dude. Dude, that quest was amazing. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was great. Like, man, but Navia has been like just going through so much all the time, like constantly. It's always something, somebody trying to kill her, or the primordial seawater and the whole thing in Poisson, and just it's always, and her like her parents and dude, she's been through so much. She needs a therapist. I'm surprised like she hasn't cut time out of her schedule to be like, sorry guys, I gotta go to therapy now. You know what I mean? Dude, that quest was great. That was awesome. I love Navia. She's one of the best characters in the game, in my opinion. Her voice acting is top tier. Her voice actor did a fantastic job with her. I love her outfit. Everything about Navia is just amazing. She's one of the best characters in the game. And I'm hoping like Fontaine isn't the only place that we get to see her. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll get to see her in other areas as well.